Hey everyone, it's Derek with OPTP. Today we're going to be looking at 3 movements for improving mobility in the shoulders and thoracic spine. Let's get started. Okay, so I have our Pro Roller in the green marble color here. This is a wonderful choice for all these mobility exercises. It's a moderate density, so it's rigid enough to provide some stability for you when you were using it as a prop like we are today, but it's also great for myofascial release. So anyway, I've got it positioned here vertically, and we're going to position the roller at about arm's distance away, maybe even a little further here to start. Now we're going to go through these 3 mobility techniques here by beginning on 2 knees and kind of hinging at the hips forward, and then taking the hands and positioning them one on top of the other directly on top of the roller. You might have to make some little adjustments here, but I want you to do from this position is to let your body weight fall down towards the floor as you really feel some opening begin to take place across the shoulders, into the chest, and the thoracic spine. And we would just begin breathing here. Of course, you're going to want to ease your way into this exercise, so don't just let your body weight fall all at once down towards the floor. You want to progressively breathe as you let that body fall down towards the floor, and then of course from there you can also slowly begin to extend those elbows even more. These 2 things are what are really going to make the difference in the effectiveness of this mobility exercise. And of course we're always monitoring our breathing as well. Now once we've worked through this for about 30 to 45 seconds, we're going to come up, we're going to leave one hand on top of the roller and position the other down on the floor. And we might want to take the roller and just make it even with that side of our body. Now from here I'm going to lift off the floor, apply pressure down into the roller through the top hand. I'm going to take this free side and reach underneath my body. Once I get there, I'm going to flex the elbow and then try to lift the elbow up towards the ceiling just a little bit more. That little movement is what's going to make a difference in terms of the opening effect that you feel start to take place across the chest, into the shoulders, and T-spine. So in one fluid motion, we're reaching, flexing, and lifting, and then turning in the opposite direction. We're going to continue to let the body weight fall into the floor as we reach to the ceiling. And then we'll bring it back through and repeat. And again, the roller here is serving as a wonderful little prop to maintain some activation across the side of the body, and of course enhance the stretch taking place across the chest, into the shoulders, and T-spine here. So we're reaching, flexing, lifting, turning, and then repeating on the other side. Wonderful little mobility technique here, and we're of course also going to want to make sure we do this one on the other side of the body. Now for our final technique here, we're going to bring the roller back out into center, and I'm going to bring one foot out front, so I'm kneeling like such. Now from this position, we're going to set one hand on top of the roller again, bring one hand right next to it, and from here we're just going to kind of open the book, we call it. We're just going to kind of rotate, bring the chest up and out, turn to where we get as close to where we can, to where we're getting parallel through those arms, and then bring it back to center. And of course, as you start, you might not be able to get parallel at all. And even as you progress through this, you might not be able to get parallel at all. But the idea here is just to improve a little bit every time. Breathe, and of course, throughout the duration of this mobility technique, you'll find that you're able to turn a little further throughout. So breathe here. Now, once we've worked through this for about 20, 30 seconds, we can maintain the position of our lower body and just switch sides. So opposite hand comes up, and of course, I would turn to this side. Just moving fluidly as I'm breathing, maintaining pressure into that roller through that top hand, maintaining good posture. And then of course, we would switch position of the legs, do the same thing on the other sides. All right, everyone, thanks so much for watching. If you want to learn more about our Pro Rollers, which come in either this green marble color or a blue marble, just go to optp.com. Remember, these Pro Rollers are professional quality, so they're going to last you a really long time. And of course, they can be used for all sorts of other exercises and myofascial release. Thanks again. We'll see you next time.